Wait, we're supposed to go on first?
No, whatever you want.
Well, let's let this thing settle down a little bit.
Yeah, then we got some feedback.
Yeah, a little bit of feedback going on, but just a minute. But I can say welcome while the feedback's settling down.
Yeah.
And so welcome everybody to the news show. Glad you're here with us.
Yeah,
and,
my microphone doesn't work, so
and
that's why I was
we're
trying to.
having a little bit of a little switcheroo here on microphones, and that's okay.
Unfortunately,
because it's
yeah.
live radio, and we
Mhm.
don't care. But welcome to a Monday. Hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July holiday weekend. And I mean, if you were in Tuscaloosa, I tell you what, everywhere you turned, there was music.
Yeah.
Symphony was playing. All of these bands were playing. All of these fireworks were playing. And I mean, it was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And beautiful. Downtown,
Sure was, yeah.
Around the town and round and round. What a great way to celebrate 250-year-old country.
Yeah.
Aren't we some?
We are. Don't look a day over 100 though.
I don't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, Johnny.
You know, me and Tommy Jefferson, George Washington were friends.
Right.
Yeah, I cut the ribbon on Mount Vernon.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Doesn't surprise me. Right.
But we have some delightful guests today. One of our favorite organizations. That's the Tuscaloosa Symphony.
Aren't they fabulous?
Oh man, they're wonderful, wonderful. So we're gonna have a little Monday symphonic weekend.
Yes, I'm very excited. Was that a word?
It is now.
It's so Monday today, y'all. Microphone not working. Hello.
We make up words, so it's okay.
Well, you just
Yeah.
gotta roll with it
I
sometimes.
was looking at somebody talking about strategic something. I said, they don't understand the right word. The right word is strategery.
Well, I've used that word quite often.
Strategery. That's a
It's
George Bush invention.
definitely embedded into my own personal vocabulary.
It's
Just
just
is
so
what it
glad
is, yeah.
everybody's with us today.
Yeah.
And you think things have settled down? There's still plenty of things to do.
Oh my gosh, we got so much to do. Don't forget, coming up very soon, Tuesday, July the 14th, at the Sanctuary on 25th, we have got Roll to Remember. This is a fundraising initiative to support Walk to End Alzheimer's. So it's a bunco fundraiser. The doors open at 5:15 and the games begin at 6 o'clock. So all you have to do is get your ticket. You can get your ticket at the door. And it's going to be $50, and that includes food, a drink ticket, and door prizes, and 3 games of bunco. And so this is for all levels. So it's okay if you don't play bunco. That is completely fine.
Yeah, I've never played, so I'll have to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, it would be cool.
You know something else cool?
What?
At the Bama Theater, here they go again.
Whoa!
But if you wanna, if you're a fan like I am, this Saturday, July the 11th, at the Bama Theater, it's a Sweet Fleet tribute to Fleetwood Mac. Oh, some of the best music ever, and it's going to be at the Bama starting at 7 o'clock this Saturday night, and you can get your tickets by going to tuskarts.org.
Right.
Or just call 758-5195. Of course, that's 205-758-5195. Ask for extension 1, you get some tickets that way too.
Sure, let me circle back around to Roll to Remember though. So again, this is a charity fundraiser for Walk to End Alzheimer's, and this is going to be at the Sanctuary Tuesday, July the 14th. And I just want to say really quickly, just if you have any questions at all, y'all just call Jennifer 205-242-5969. That pretty much covers that one, yeah.
It does. And
Yeah.
again, so much fun stuff to do. Let's remind everybody, the farmers market's open on Tuesday afternoon now.
Yes, and I'm so excited. I've got that one on my calendar for sure. I've been a little disappointed. I won't say where I shop, but I want some fresh cucumbers and some watermelon. I'm thinking that's the
Real
place
stuff.
to go. Yeah.
It's 3 to 7 on Tuesday afternoons during this time of the year.
And also, I have random questions like, how do you pick a good watermelon? I think that the people there would be able to help me with that. Do you
Don't
think?
you thump on it or something?
Something, but I would like to get clarification.
Yeah, thump on it, and if it plays a tune, I think it's ready to go.
Wah, wah, wah. I don't think so, Johnny. Right?
Well,
Good try.
I can dream a little bit. The farmers market, it's always open on Saturday, 7 to 1, but
Exactly.
this time of the year, you can go 3 to 7. By the way, I drove by there the other day. There was a crowd.
Look, we're already out in town on Tuesdays, right? We
Oh,
just
we're
have to
everywhere.
remember that it's there.
That's right.
I mean, it's so convenient. I love it.
It really is, and I'm to your point. I mean, you're trying to encourage me to eat better, so I need to get some fresh vegetables too.
Well, you know.
You know, I'll learn eventually. I guess.
Yeah.
But love going to farmers market. You see all your friends there. It's a gathering place for the community. Plus,
There's a lot of wins there when you go.
great
It's
vendors.
just so, yeah.
great vendors. So
Yeah, support local, buy local.
that's exactly right. We love to push that. And don't forget the Bama Theater Series is still going on too.
Right.
It's still going on.
That's right.
They've got those. This week, you ready for a summer blockbuster?
I
Tomorrow
am.
night, you can go to farmers market, get you something to snack on.
Yeah.
Go to Bama Theater at 7, and you get to see Jaws.
Oh my gosh.
Jaws on the big screen at
That's
the Bama.
right.
That was scary the food.
I wonder if Mallory can play those notes on her flute. Of course, it doesn't go very
Need a
deep.
bass
though.
flute.
Da,
Yeah.
da,
You
da.
probably-
That's my invitation to Jaws. Not very
Oh,
good.
okay.
Oh well.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
You know, you keep trying. But also,
And guess what? It's air conditioned there too.
We could use a little air conditioning in the studio today.
Yeah, I was just looking at. It's actually the vent's actually open, so at least there's that. Yeah. So we also don't forget our friends at Theater Tuscaloosa. Their summer blockbuster is coming up, Big Fish. That's going to be at the Bean Brown Theater, July 17th through the 26th. So this is based on the movie. There's actually a screenplay that was already written in advance. Johnnie and I kept saying, "How are they going to do it? How are they going to do it?" But there was already a screenplay. We're very excited to see how they translate. In our minds, we keep going back to the movie.
Yeah.
How do they,
Yeah.
translate that to, live musical theater?
But after hearing Brent Jones on
Brent
Friday
Jones was
sing one of the
fantastic.
songs, which was so moving,
And Drew Becker was in a puddle.
I mean, it was just.
It was so
This
fun.
is gonna be a great
so
show.
Good.
And folks, if you don't know Big Fish, we have to remind you, I guess. Big Fish was made in Alabama originally in a little town that was built over near Wetumpka called Spectre, Alabama. And that's where the movie was filmed, and you can go visit Spectre.
That's right. How far is that from here?
An hour and a half.
Yeah,
hour and a
that's
half
not bad.
probably.
That's not bad.
Pretty easy to get to. I think it's up to $5 to get in now, but it used to be like $2 when I started going. But it's going after they described it to us on Friday. This is
Yeah.
going to be a great show.
I agree. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
really, but look, let's get down to business. You're going to go ahead and get your tickets before they get picked over, right? Best
Right.
seating. Just call the box office at 205-391-2277 or go to theatertusk.com. That's TheaterTusc.com.
You did that really?
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I tell you what, it's just fun to be. Everybody, remember, new day, new week, new opportunities. So get out there and have some fun. Enjoy your community this
Join you,
week.
Natasha's fanning yourself. It's a little warm in the studio today.
Get out there and make a difference this week.
Yeah, maybe find a place to hang out where there's good air conditioning.
Yeah, and around here at Town Square, sometimes upstairs it's a little bit warm.
Yeah, it does. Heat rises.
It does. So
But
it's
you
a
know-
great challenge.
Well, that's true, and I'm glad we've got Mallory here today.
We got some great talent in the room.
She's a great example.
That's right.
So, but Johnnie, I was kind of wondering. In other news, honestly, I think one of the longest walks a person ever takes. I've never done it, but I think it's got to be those few steps before asking, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess because in a few seconds, your whole life can change.
Exactly. So here's the thing: you rehearse the words.
Oh,
You got to check that ring one more time, and then your heart is racing, and you're hoping the person that you love can see the future that you're dreaming about.
then one word can truly change everything.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Now, years later, people may forget, we'll just say what they had for dinner or what song was playing, but they'll never, ever forget that moment. Every time they look at that ring, honestly, they're taken right back.
I would guess that's why a ring is really not just a ring in this case.
Exactly, and Hudson Pool Fine Jewelers understands. They're They're helping to create one of life's defining memories with timeless beauty, personal service, and craftsmanship worthy of the moment.
Well then, I would suggest you go see Hudson Pool Fine Jewelers at 1111 Greensboro Avenue in beautiful downtown T-Town. Or you could actually go online at hudsonpool.com. But if you're picking out a ring, I guess you better go see our friends.
I would go see them
I
in
think
person
so,
for
yeah.
sure. So Hudson Pool Fine Jewelers, celebrating life's most meaningful moments, one story at a time.
Boy, they do a good job. 41 years they've been taking care of folks.
They have.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I just wanted to kind of, pick your brain for a second, Johnny, before we go
much
to
there
break.
to pick.
Well, I'm going to give it my best effort, though,
Yeah.
regardless.
Okay.
So, Johnny, okay, it seems to me that you've spent your entire career giving people advice.
Nobody listens. Though. But
Oh,
maybe some
come on,
of it.
Johnny.
Maybe some of it was.
Well, I
would
mean,
say.
I'm sure it was, but look, all seriousness, let me ask you something, okay? So, what's the actual best advice you've ever received?
Oh, that I've ever received.
Yes.
Pay attention to people who earn your trust over time.
Okay, now, like overnight?
No. Anybody can make a good first impression. It's that character that builds over time that makes the difference.
Oh, so is that why you stayed with Bryant Bank for more than 20 years?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they never ask for your trust. They just show it and give it, and they earn your trust every single day. It's amazing.
Well, it is amazing, and it's a pretty important distinction.
Well, it really is, and especially when it comes to your money.
No doubt. So you can visit Bryant Bank in any one of their beautiful locations, North River, Northport, and beautiful downtown T-Town, or online at bryantbank.com. And don't forget,
They're an equal housing lender, and they're also a member of
oh yeah,
FDIC.
FDIC.
So go see our friends at Bryant Bank today.
Let's do it. So we're gonna go pay some bills. When we come back, we're gonna have some live music and some wonderful conversation with Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra. You've been listening to The Noon Show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We will be right back.
And welcome back to the Noon Show right here on FM 100.1 with Lisa and what's my name? I forgot.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's so happy to have y'all with us on this beautiful Monday in T-Town, Alabama, broadcasting across FM 100.1 and across the world by going to thenoonshow.com and hitting that sweet little old listen now button. And shout out to all our friends around Alabama and the nation, and London and Dominican Republic and Hawaii and Japan and Germany. Man, this is so cool.
It is cool.
But we're going to have a cool show today.
We are. I'm so excited about today's show, y'all. We've got music. We've got all the tea on what's coming up with Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra. So, guys, we're talking today about the power of music to inspire, connect, and strengthen a community. Our guest today is Natasha Perrine, Executive Director of the Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra, joined by Mallory Harrison, flutist and education manager, also for Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra. So, Natasha has a background in music, education, and arts leadership, and she's helping make the symphony, quite frankly, more welcoming, more accessible, and more engaging than ever before. Today, we'll get to know the person behind the leadership while taking a look at an exciting upcoming concert season. Welcome to the Noon Show studio, Natasha and Mallory.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you so much for coming.
I'm going to let Mallory introduce herself and what
Yeah.
she's going to play.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Mallory.
Hi, my name is Mallory Harrison. I'm the education manager with the Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra, and I brought my flute with me. And today I'll be
Thank
playing.
I'm so
Today I'll
excited.
be playing "Don't Forget to Write" by Amanda Harburg. It's a piece for solo flute. It's a little jazzy, so I hope it's good. I hope it's fun.
All right, take it away, Mallory. Wow. Mallory Harrison with Don't Forget to Write. Thank you so much. So tell us a little bit, Mallory, about what does it mean? What do you actually do in terms of being the education manager for Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra?
Yeah, so I'm going to be working with the TSO Education Quintet. It's a group of 5 students from the university, and they travel around West Alabama to different public schools, giving about a 45-minute concert presentation, introducing the instruments, and also
to
offering a
plant the
Q&A.
seeds for future generations.
Yes.
Oh, boom! Okay, gotcha.
Yes, exactly. And I'll also be working closely and organizing our annual Young Persons concert this
great.
year.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Beautiful.
How long have you been playing flute? Just out of
Oh
curiosity.
my goodness, since 6th grade.
Oh,
Since
wow.
she came out of the womb is what I was
Yeah.
gonna guess.
Just a couple of years ago, I guess.
For a while.
You know, music, and Natasha, I think you would agree with it. Music always creates an image in your head. That one, of course, I love jazz. I think the flute's probably the less appreciated instrument in jazz. I think flute's a great jazz instrument, but that piece of music made me feel like I was running through a field of clover. Think about it.
I was just thinking. I was
Outplayed.
thinking about angels myself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just funny what music can do. Just the images,
does.
like you said, that it actually can invoke. What do you picture? What do
Oh,
you picture?
absolutely. Well, this piece specifically, the composer wrote it for her son, who is graduating high school and going off
Okay.
to college, and so it's kind of like a love letter, a farewell,
Little
kind
celebration,
of
yeah.
celebration. There's some nostalgia, but there's also some like excitement, looking forward to what's coming.
I just see kids, I can see myself just skipping and hopping and going crazy. That's a nice piece.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
I love that little jazz.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the important part is skipping and hopping and holding hands with your best friend.
That's
You're
right.
listening to.
That's a good
I
thing.
mean, really. I mean, gosh. So I'm wondering. So where do we even begin? So I want to know some of the tea on the new season.
Okay.
Natasha. So every season has its own personality. If this season were a person walking into the room, how would you describe it?
Ooh.
Describe the person, or I have to name the person? Describe the person.
Describe it. Not a name. Yes.
What is the season?
Unless the name is what really is the powerful image for you.
I think I would have to say effervescent.
Effervescent.
Yes.
Yes. You
Yes.
know, there's just that
Like
little
Snoopy.
there's just a little something
Yes.
extra you can't quite name, but it's special. You're curious.
Little
You're
je ne sais
drawn
quoi.
to it. A
Yes.
little je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Oh,
That's
Yes.
exactly
her
right.
favorite term.
So yes, if you're looking for
That's a
some
lot.
effervescence in your life, please become a season ticket subscriber with us.
And Natasha, let's talk a little bit more detail. Let's talk about some of what the concert season.
Sure.
Because there's some diversity in your.
Absolutely.
season.
We have something for everybody. The main thread that is going through our season is celebrating the 250th and anniversary, the 250th birthday
Yes.
of our country, which we just did at Celebration on the River with the city. And throughout each concert, you're going to hear at least one, if not two, American composers. We have some old classics and composers on Symphony, the Barber Symphony. We have then something new. We have some new music from Jennifer Higdon. So a little bit of this. We have a little music theater. We have some Gershwin fans.
Oh,
Woo!
Which is such, Gershwin is the perfect crossover from music theater, jazz, and classical. It's just such a nice combination, and we're going to be working with Theater Tuscaloosa and Stillman College to bring to life Porgy and Bess
Oh.
concert version.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to get about 45 minutes of Porgy, and then you're going to get Rhapsody in Blue, one of the most famous
Oh, yeah.
piano concertos,
Beautiful.
played by Dr. Kevin Chance. So it is going to be, it's tough because I always say, oh, this is going to be the best one. We got a lot of best ones coming up this season.
Stuck in there also is Home Alone.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
I did.
Well, I am thrilled that the word is getting out. So for the first time ever, we are producing our first film in concert, Home Alone, at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater. So we will be there on November 20th. And Home Alone will be playing on the big screen. We'll be doing the music live. Alabama.
Wow.
Yes, Alabama Choir School will be the, you know how Kevin goes into the church and the kids, they're going to be our kids choir. It is just going to be so much fun. It will be, we are kicking off Christmas season at Mercedes-Benz with Home Alone. So you need to put it in your calendar now. Or just, in fact, skip the calendar.
Get the tickets.
Go to tsoonline.org and click on Kevin and get your tickets.
I just don't know whose brainchild was this, because this is a great idea.
None of us can truly take credit for it, because this is something that has been starting to spread in popularity, even internationally. But we've all wanted to bring this. Tuscaloosa needs this. West Alabama needs this. people travel from all over to come to these events. So our friends in Birmingham and Montgomery who have done it, they have folks driving in from Florida, from Georgia, just to come to this very, very special experience. So we all just got together and said we want to make this happen and did our homework, and we are so thankful to Central Alabama Asphalt and Construction. They are our signature sponsor for Home Alone, and they are supporting the entire orchestra. So
Wow.
they are making this
That's
possible.
a big deal.
How do we get the tickets then?
You go to tsoonline.org and you click on buy tickets. It'll take you there. You are going to go through Ticketmaster because all events at Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater are through Ticketmaster. So their box office will be able to answer any ticketing questions, but of course you can give us a call and we can do the homework for you. Our office number is 205-752-5515.
Wow, I'm so excited. And just in case there's like some kind of like remote chance that one or two or three of our listeners have never attended a Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra event, I would like to know from you, which concert would you recommend for their very first experience for the season and why?
Well, that is a very tough question, Lisa, because we want you at every single concert. I think if you are a traditionalist and you like some more of the classics, I think our season opener, we're going to be doing a Lincoln Portrait with narrator Willie Williams, local Tuscaloosa music educator, actor, activist. So we are thrilled to have him. So that will be very powerful. We have a fantastic, Lisa, I don't think I can answer your question. Can I just tell you what's best
Just say
about
yes.
each?
Just say yes.
Yes.
Just yes. It's okay. And then mic drop and walk
And
away.
then
Like a slow motion walk away.
I
Say
just,
boom.
how do I pick
That's
one?
what you gotta do. But look, we want to get more from you on that
Yes.
when we come back from the break. So guys, coming up, we're going to preview even more of the concerts. You will not want to miss this season with the TSO and learn why the Symphony may be more accessible than you've ever imagined. Stay with us. You've been listening to the Noon Show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We will be here right back.
Back to the Noon Show right here on FM 100.1, home of fun radio, folks. Glad you're with us.
Yeah, now, no doubt. But you know what? I got to ask you another question, Johnny. So what's the one invention that you could not live without?
Since we're suffering today, I'd say oxygen.
Well, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. But have you ever noticed that every invention we depend on today started, exactly the same way?
Yeah, somebody asked a question because they were curious.
Yes, and those questions need to be answered. And before there were any breakthroughs, there was curiosity. Before there was new medicine, safer bridge, or better technology, someone wondered, can we do this better? That's what research is all about, asking questions, exploring possibilities, and refusing to settle for good enough.
Yeah, and they're not history lessons, by the way, folks, because that kind of curiosity, that kind of question asking is happening every single day right here at the University of Alabama.
You got that right, Johnny Rocket. They certainly are. That's why we're proud to introduce our listeners to the researchers, faculty, and students from Bearfield College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Alabama. Roll Tide. They are helping create tomorrow's solutions today.
Absolutely. If you want to know more about the research, about the academic programs, the opportunities, simply go to artsandsciences.ua.edu.
And as always, roll tide and roll research.
That's right. And we are having a fun day because we're here with our friend Natasha Perlini from the Tuscaloosa Symphony and
Mallory
plays a
Harrison.
Lovely flute. by the way.
Yes. Isn't she fabulous?
I'm glad she said call her a flutist, because I don't like the word flautist. It just doesn't sound right, does it? But anyway, Natasha, you have got another great season,
We sure do.
and folks need to know that they can get their tickets right now. But I wanted to ask you just kind of a general question.
Okay.
Lisa and I, as you may know, we're writing a book on
Mhm.
Tuscaloosa. And one of the things in the cultural chapter, which I've already finished by the way, there was a common thread that ended up going through the whole book that kind of revolves around livability of our community, which we're one of the most livable communities ever. But at the heart of that is our cultural community, and at the heart of that, and I'd even say the soul of it, is our symphony. Because aren't we blessed? And talk to us a little bit about, I mean, you're a music educator, you've been involved a long time. Talk about the implications of a rich cultural life for a community.
Sure. So research has shown for decades that having a professional symphony in your community boosts retention, boosts new people coming to not just enjoy your town, but live in your town and invest in your town. So yes, do we play beautiful, effervescent, captivating music? Yes, of course we do. Yes. But we really do play a big part in the, as you said, the overall livability and of our community's economy.
Yeah.
So when people come, they buy a ticket to our concert. If they're coming out of town, they're spending at least $60 extra on parking, on a drink, on dinner, and that all adds up. So it is about the music, but it is also about making our community better, richer, and more connected.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
one of the things, anybody that comes on in our cultural community, we always talk about the generational aspects of it. And this may be a question for Mallory, actually. You were talking a little bit earlier about some of the youth programming. I mean, in Tuscaloosa, we start early in music, theater, all kinds of things. So, Mallory, you want to talk just a little bit more about the educational, because the symphonies goes on, but the education process goes on all year long, if I'm not mistaken, right, Mallory?
Yeah, absolutely. So throughout the year, TSO serves 10,000 students across 40 plus schools.
How many?
Each season, 10,000 students.
Wow.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I'll be proud.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that, Mallory.
Yeah, so through our education programs, I mentioned the Education Quintet earlier, and our annual Young Persons Concert, and then our Meet the Maestro, where students get to go on a field trip and come attend the last dress rehearsal before a concert and chat with Maestro Adam Flatt. And so through those 3 education programs, we're reaching over 40 schools each season through
That's
these different
incredible.
programs.
Well, I do have a question. This could be for either one of you. So, for those of us who maybe didn't get to experience that, or have that experience, let's say it that way, and we'll say maybe they weren't exposed to classical music as a young person, the seeds were not planted, and they just say, maybe they just have, say, I don't know, they suffer from preconceived notions, and
Sure.
they say, classical music, that's not for me. What would you say? What would you want them to know?
So one of the things that we are really working on at TSO is making it welcoming, accessible, and for everyone.
What does accessible mean? Exactly?
Accessible means it is easy to come to one of our concerts. We have great customer service. We have Mallory and Shannon Judd are both helping our community figure. You have any ticketing questions, you just call us, 205-752-5515. They're gonna hook you up right away. 2, we have events like Cheers and Chat and after parties to create community, to give people a chance to meet Adam, our maestro, meet our musicians. And what's so special about our community in particular is Tuscaloosa is relatively small to have a professional orchestra. But what that means for us is that you are in line at Publix with the person playing principal trumpet. I am looking at one of our musicians' fabulous sons, who is an intern on this show. Go Gabriel, yay, shout out.
And intern maestro. if
And
you will,
intern
Natasha.
maestro, yes. But it's such a great example of how connected music, in particular, makes us here, and that's really something that we can be proud of here at Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, it's a way to bond, and quite frankly, live music. You can't look.
It doesn't get better than
You
that.
can't deny it.
And
It
especially
doesn't, right.
now when so much is digital, so much is AI.
Amen.
You
yes.
know that you can't replace live music, live art making period, right? So I think, some people get a little down or about these preconceived notions, but I say the pendulum's swinging back, baby. Live
Exactly.
music, live arts is back. And one more thing, Lisa, you asked about accessibility.
Yes.
One of our biggest ways that we create accessibility for the community is through our free student ticket program. So we give on average 3,000 student tickets so they can come to concerts for free.
Planting those seeds.
Planting the seeds, exactly. And
You don't
so
know who might get missed, and
You never know.
It could be Kel Tragique.
And part of it is it's not just saying, hey, we have free tickets, which we do, and if you come and bring your student ID, you will get a free ticket. But myself, Mallory, our team, our board members, our volunteers, we go into the schools, we meet with the teachers, we drop off hard physical tickets, because there's nothing like it's like getting an invite, right? And
That's
you have
right.
it in your hand. And who knows, maybe a kid gets 2 and they go with dad, and then dad loves it, and you just never know when that spark is going to take place. And so that's a big part of opening the Symphony. And you can see, if you've been coming for a while, our audience is changing, it's
Very much
growing.
so.
We have folks from all backgrounds
We
and
do.
ages,
Yes.
and to me, that's what I'm most proud about.
Yeah. And adding to that, one of the things that preconceived notion,
Mm-hmm.
some folks think I'm going to the Symphony, it's going to be a little bit stodgy or something. It's just the opposite. The Moody Center is a wonderful venue, number one. Number
Yes.
two, there's such a casual, good feeling. You walk in and you feel like you're at home. And the Symphony actually makes you feel like you're at home.
It
It's
is.
just
It's
such a
very
comfortable-
welcoming. And I wanted
Very
to speak to
comfortable.
something else that Natasha said. So the social aspect.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not just shut up at home. It's really healthy for you to get out and social. I'm reporting this, Natasha, as someone who's not. You're not planting seeds. I'm sorry, but that talent passed over me. But I'm an enthusiastic consumer.
Right.
So that's what's in it for me. I love going. There's going to be any number of people there, and just the fabulous music, and it's so entertaining. And I know that you all have put all this work in. All I got to do is buy a ticket, show up, sit down, and enjoy it, and socialize and network. Right?
Yes, and it's a great networking opportunity, especially our Cheers and Chat, our pre-concert events. So Adam will speak to the crowd, whoever the featured musician is. They will do a mini performance.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little wine, you get a little nosh, and the $20 entrance fee goes to making these education opportunities possible for 10,000
I
kids.
love that. I'm not a musical person. I have a deep appreciation for it, and I love what the work that you are doing. Thank you, by the way. I
Oh,
wanted
thank
to
you.
say that.
Thanks
you
for
doing
supporting
that.
us.
Yes.
I want to go back to a word you used just once so far.
Okay.
I'm surprised you haven't. You're probably going to use it some more. But you used the word volunteer once.
Yes, I did.
And as you know, most of our nonprofits, which TSO is one,
Mm-hmm.
you don't exist without that volunteer support, whether it's financial or whether it's physical.
We do not.
And I know your board, you've got a great board.
We have a fabulous board.
And they're all
Yes.
volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
And you use volunteers in so many different ways.
We
If
do.
someone wanted to get involved with the Symphony that can't play an instrument like
Yeah.
I can, how can we get involved to help?
We would first of all love to have you. You can volunteer as an usher. You can volunteer at Cheers and Chat. You can help with the getting the event ready. You can volunteer at the instrument petting zoo that we do a few times a year. And you sign up for a slot. You just help kids stay safe and nobody gets hit with the drums, and you're good to go. You could help with our young person's concert. That is totally staffed by volunteers. And the best way to do that would be to give us a call, 205-752-5515. Let us, and tell us, let us get to know more about you, and we will get you put in somewhere. We would love to have you. You can also go to our website at tsoonline.org.
And you can volunteer to write a check.
We love when volunteers write us checks too.
Tell everybody, again, our audience, some may not know TSO.
Mm-hmm.
How do you fund the Symphony? Because it's not cheap.
It is not cheap.
These are professionals.
No, these are professionals. So we are about a third tickets, a third grants, and a third donations.
Okay.
Now, it's we have been very fortunate in the last few years that all of those numbers are growing. So the pie's looking a little bit different. I don't know. I guess maybe we just need a second pie.
Yeah, just keep building. Bigger
Just keep
pie.
building. Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
when we have great people, you know, that's what makes this possible.
I've always laughed at people say,
Yeah.
thinking outside the box. But just build a bigger box, folks.
Yeah,
And that's it for
exactly.
TSO.
I wanted to circle back around to something else. You said there was a petting zoo. How does that play?
Yes.
How does that match with TSO? My goodness.
So, 40 plus years ago, the volunteers started doing an instrument petting zoo. Betty Kleino is the woman, and many of you will know Betty, who started this, and she wanted to give kids a chance to experience music that might not have that opportunity. And so they would take the petting zoo, or they would take instruments into schools and into community events, and you just lay them out, and then the kids get to come up to the table and they can play everything. You play your flute, then we clean it, next person comes, play the drums, and those few toots on a horn or splats and crashes that really could ignite something for someone. You just never know, and it's a great way to meet people in the community.
I've seen you at Kentuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's one place I remember seeing.
Kentuck, Decaf,
Yeah.
we've been to the Greensboro on Main Street Festival a couple of times. We have gone into some schools, the Rise Center. Yeah, it's a great way to meet families and to give kids a hands-on
I noticed
experience.
there was a lot of laughing and smiling
Yes,
going on.
it's hard not to laugh.
It was a lot of fun. It really was. We're going to have to just pay a few bills.
Let's go
Miss
pay a few
Partner.
bills. I want to find out from Josh when we come back. Isn't there some fabulous fundraiser that you all have where people get together and have lots and lots and lots of fun? Let's get more on that when we come back from the break. You've been listening to The Noon Show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to the Noon Show right here on Fun Radio. That's FM 100.1. Thank you for being with us. Lisa and I do appreciate each one of you and all of them. Thank you for all your support and encouragement. We love to be in the community. Thank you for always inviting us, and we love to be with you. And Miss Sunshine, we're having a really delightful Monday. I mean,
Yeah,
how
we
can you
sure
not?
are.
We're talking about good music.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I had a couple of questions that I wanted to ask. I hope they're okay. But so here's one. You've worked with young children, professional musicians, and community leaders. Have you discovered something about people that seems true no matter what their age or background?
Yes, in fact, I like to say everything that happened on the colorful carpet in preschool, that's still
Oh.
happening in every other situation, and
So foundational.
It's so foundational. It's not about people being childish, although that has happened in the history of people before. It's more about we all want to be seen, we all want to be heard, we all want to be safe, and we all want to be celebrated, and that's everybody. And whether you're an engineer or a musician or a AV guy, we all want to be seen, and then music is a really special way to do that for others. And yeah.
How did you figure that out? I love that.
Well, I think I have had the opportunity and the privilege to work with lots of different ages, and we're all people just trying to people and hopefully trying to be nice.
I love
Right.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
But
totally.
here's one of those sort of what do you call it, theoretical kind of questions.
Mhm.
So I hope you're okay with this one. If not, you can say okay, pass. If you could sit down with any composer in history, not to talk about music, but about life, who would it be and what would you
Ooh.
ask?
Great question.
A composer.
Yes.
That's a great question.
Who would I ask? I mean, there's a lot, but the first one that's coming to mind is Florence Price, who was a very famous black female composer.
That's Mallory's too.
And it would, of course, Mallory can probably say more because she's been doing so much research for her doctorate. But I would want to know just Florence's story coming up in the 20s, 30s,
A little bit later.
as a black woman in America, and just the barriers that would have caused. But then to be a woman in music, she had a lot of cards stacked against her, and how did she overcome that?
Yeah. Mallory, come give us
Those
your
are all great
insights.
questions.
Yeah, Florence Price was actually who I thought of as well. She's actually from Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'm from around that area,
Okay.
and so that would be really interesting. I know she did a lot of work in Chicago, and exactly what Natasha said, being an African American woman coming into the
What did she
composition
compose?
scene.
Like about the dates? I hate that this is a horrible question, but
Ooh, I mean
This
the
would've been
20s, 30s, 40s.
20s, 30s,
that's-
gotcha.
Okay.
That's accurate. She has some great violin concertos, symphony that's fantastic.
Mhm.
She's got some really great music.
She definitely would have had some barriers in front of her, though. To your point.
Yes.
Since we're in kind of a rapid fire moment right now, just out of curiosity, do you have a couple of favorite symphonies, a couple of favorite classical pieces that have maybe influenced you, or you just absolutely enjoy?
Great question.
I've joked with Adam or Maestro about this. Whatever. It's not a sophisticated answer. The answer is Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
I love it. It's the first classical music that really woke something up in me, and I grew up dancing, and so I was in the Nutcracker in every Saturday from August to December. That music was in my head,
Yeah.
and Adam as a conductor during the holidays, he might do 28, 29, and I'm sure all the musicians get would like to mix it up a little bit,
Yeah.
right? But Nutcracker is a big thing at the holidays. But there's a couple of pieces, the pas de deux at the end when I don't even know, is she the flower queen and whoever the queen and the prince, and
Yeah.
it is just the most beautiful, stunning piece of music.
Mallory, you got one that influences, especially as a flutist, you probably have some little bias, I suspect.
I do. I love Dvorak 9, New World Symphony. That one's just so fantastic. Beethoven 5. I'm hitting all the big ones.
Yeah.
And then Respighi, Pines of Rome is actually a great piece. It's fantastic. It's fun to play. It's fun to listen to. TSO is playing it at the season finale in 2027. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great one.
I would like to know who your influences were. So you big into planting seeds, and for each of you, who were your influences to sort of follow this path? We'll say.
Yeah. Well, my mom actually played the flute, and so she
Okay.
had a flute whenever she was growing up, and she would let me play on it and taught me a few notes. And so whenever we did instrument testing for band going into 6th grade, I already knew that I wanted to play the flute. I had it. I was ready. I prepared for it. And so my mom was a big influence, and then the band program at my school was just
Yeah.
fantastic, and the teachers there were wonderful and are really who made me choose this
Yeah.
path and this kind of career.
Natasha, about you?
Mallory and I have a very similar story. My mom was a lifelong music educator, choir, theater, elementary music, and because of that, I was exposed to so much arts and shows and museums and concerts. I was like the little mascot at her schools, tagging along on all the cool trips. As far as what's special about this job for me is I get to use my advertising, marketing knowledge, my education knowledge, and my performing knowledge. And I was trained right here at UA, just like Mallory. I have my undergrad in voice performance and then a master's in music ed. And, a big part of my job is doing things like this and being out in the community and talking just like you. And that takes practice. And, through the opera program here and the choral program, John Ratledge, Paul Hoteling, Susan Fleming, I really was able to hone those skills as a presenter, whether that's opera or the radio show or, teaching little kids how to play a hand drum.
Here's a question. Where will you be singing next? You got anything in the future coming?
I don't have anything coming, so that means next time I see you, I have to have something on the books so I can tell you
She
to
has a
come.
fabulous voice, folks. I heard her
Yes, I would
perform
love
it.
to hear you sing, Natasha.
Well, next time I'll be prepared
Yeah, we
to
heard
sing
you on
something for
stage
you.
out at Shelton.
Yes,
out at,
that was so special. It was a really special group of people.
Shannon,
Mhm.
and what a performance that was.
Yeah.
That was lovely. And she's got a beautiful, beautiful voice.
So was there anyone in particular who was your sort of mentor or inspired your leadership style?
Wow. A lot of the people I just mentioned,
Sure.
my professors here. I mean,
Yeah.
really, was so fortunate, and I bet Mallory would say something similar. That at the School of Music here, I really was embraced and guided and nurtured, and these are still relationships that I have now,
Yeah.
20 years later. So we have some really special people here in town, and we're lucky. I'm lucky that I get to work
Did you
with
ever
everybody.
imagine you do this? much
Never,
public speaking?
never. Oh,
It-
public speaking, yes, but this
But
job
this
and
job-
here, no, I just never.
You're perfect.
I never
You
thought,
are,
but here we are.
You said
It's
something
fun.
that are really important, lots of things, but in particular, what jumped out at me, you were talking about how I do this and this part of my job, and the point is you get out and you practice and you speak and you practice and you get better at it.
Right.
Because maybe for that person who could be listening and they think, I can't do that, I'm too shy and I don't know how to do public speaking. I mean, that's what I try to say. I didn't even have an interest until just really a couple of years ago, and you have to practice.
You just got to get out there. Yeah.
You can make yourself do it and
Mhm.
overcome, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because isn't that like the number one thing people most fear? public
Yeah.
speaking?
75
It-
people.
it's
75% of people
Yeah.
are more afraid of dying, or more afraid of speaking in public than deaf.
Because
75%. That's a lot of people.
And to articulate it, because it is a risk. Because I could stand here and say something completely goofy, and make a fool out of myself. But it happens almost every day.
Yeah,
and-
that's life, right?
And it is
You're
like
doing
it.
it whether other people see it or
Well,
not.
and that's
right?
the thing. I learned to not let it bother me.
That's right.
And you have learned, that coping mechanism, which helped. I learned that on the show. Honestly,
Mhm, yeah,
When
'cause-
Jan, shout out to Jan Simpson. She was still here, and just so grateful for that. And I was just glad I heard you say that. And I just wanted to thank you for saying that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So one other quick question. So
Yes.
if you had just a few words to throw out into the universe in such a way that everyone's going to see them and hear them, they're going to internalize those words, take them to heart, to convince them to go see a production or productions, Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra, what would they be? 6, 7, 8 words. No pressure, Natasha. Tick tock, tick. I'm just kidding.
If you're stressed, come, let us take care of you. Let us connect you with people. Let us give you give your imagination a little ride, and then go home refreshed.
That sounds
That's
like a winner.
beautiful. I love that.
Natasha, Mallory, thank y'all so much for spending some time with us at the noon show. And,
Do I have? Can I
you
have
sure
10
do.
seconds?
You
Well,
sure do.
I
Go for
know. First of all, we brought you some merch. So,
Oh, we
this
love-
is for
We
Lisa.
love swag.
This is for Johnnie.
Oh, man.
Ah,
I
I
love
got more.
it.
I got more. I got more.
We
Thank
got a
you so
koozie
much.
and a
Thank you.
magnet. We got pens. We got
Oh, boy.
stickers. So
got
you
it
can tell
all.
people about Home Alone,
We
which
definitely
is
will.
free if you buy
Oh.
season tickets. You
Thank
get to
you
come to Home Alone for
so
free.
much.
And
Really?
the piece de resistance, we have included a pair of tickets to every concert at Moody this season. So either you two can come, or you could give them to some of your listeners.
Wah, wah, wah.
You guys
We've
are
got a
the
decision,
best.
babe. We've got a decision.
Oh,
to
my
make. Thank you
goodness.
so
Yeah,
much.
thank
we
y'all.
love you guys.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
You're getting a standing ovation.
Yay, we'll
take
it from me.
Wow. Y'all can come back anytime.
Anytime.
I promise.
What you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, we're out of time.
We
y'all
are
know
out
it.
of time. Thank you so much.
Thanks
you,
for having
Mallory.
us.
Thank you, Natasha. We'll be seeing you again soon, I'm sure, before the season starts. I want to let everyone know tomorrow on the show we have Earl Evans, the executive in residence at Alabama Entrepreneurship Institute, coming on the show tomorrow. Roll Tide. But don't forget to spay or neuter your furry friends and keep those tails wagging. With up-to-date vaccinations for Johnnie Aycock, I'm Lisa Jones. Signing off for the noon show, but before we go, I'd like to wish everyone a splendiferous rest of their day. See you on the radio tomorrow.